Nova speak. Good boy. Alright, good evening. I got the Texas Star Sweet 16 fixed. Put new HG 2879s in it. He sent them with it. I done a power wire upgrade on it. I think I've done a pretty good job. I put a copper piece of copper up through here to hold them up. Tied the hot wires down. Got new feedbacks on it. Well, new 104s. Retuned it a little bit. Needed retuning. Needed combiners put on it. Believe it or not, that's a new 100 ohm. That's a new 100 ohm. Power wire upgraded it. Power wire upgrades to all them. It's been a little bit since I worked on this. Brand new 10 ohms. Checked the biasing. The biasing's good. I left the thermal switch in here, which some people take it out, some people leave it in. It's all how you want to do it. I left it in there. You could just cross it over from here to here. That's for him to do if he wants to. That thermal switch, by the time it's done got hot here and shuts it down, it done got hot everywhere else. So it really ain't no thing to it. So made sure all the bolts and all the little boards was tight. The still got the fuses in them, but the fuses don't really do a lot. It's got a fuse in here to turn that thermal switch off, so that don't really do nothing. Fuse for this switch here don't really do anything. I mean, if this thing was to burn up, it's directly coupled so to each individual board, so it ain't gonna really do anything. You can leave them in there if you want. It don't do anything, but it's up and working, doing pretty damn good, real good. But with these inch transformers, this thing's gonna do really good because with low drive, because of the inch transformers. When you start lengthening the transformers out, it'll take more drive, do a little bit more output. But with this in here, lower drive, so you don't need but 100 watts to drive this, and to get pretty much full output on it. These you can drive them, but not drive them hard. I'd say one of the little one pill drive into this where we normally build an amp, 2 pill, maybe a 3 pill, hitting it if you like shooting out or something other. But with this, low drive is a 50 watt radio, do pretty good with it. This is a little old 28 watt radio, and it's hitting it pretty good. I'll show you. This is like normal. 5 watt slug in reverse, going back towards that radio. That's the 5 watt slug going back towards the radio. Reflect. This is the reflect. This is the power output. Peak kit is on. I got these little crappy connectors here into that because of these, and they won't fit up into my other connectors. So this is what we have to do. Go through that. I got a rag in that so they won't touch because they're in there together, pretty close together. I don't want them to touch. Well, this is that little crappy radio hitting it, and this is reflect. Amp is on. Audio. It's under a half a watt. This is with a 1,000-watt slug with the peak kit on. Doing right at 900 watts. And if you'll notice with these little smaller transformers, you don't need as much drive to get as much into it. Like if you was to lengthen it another ½ inch or another quarter of an inch, you would need more drive to put into it. It's what I've seen. Now that's my opinion, but that's what I've seen. So it's doing pretty damn good. It's a nice little amp. It's very clean. Very clean. I think I've done everything he wanted done to it. I kind of lost the paperwork. I've been going through stuff, and only thing I don't think you see anything wrong with it. Like I said, I've done a power wire upgrade to it. So run this to the back of the board. I left the originals in. Ain't no use to take them out. This just doubles up on the power distribution between this sort of spot over to here, and then the hot wires run to here and run through that little trace. But I built it up through there to each one of them. This one not so much, but it's carrying a current. This one is built up through there a little bit. That one's built up through there a little bit. So I think it's a pretty good power wire upgrade done to it. Fuse has been took out of it. Has no fusible link in it now. Has like I said, I got a piece of brass holding these up. All the way from here, all the way back. These little standoffs that ain't cut in between each one of them. That's just added on and back to ground to each board. Each board's grounded directly over here next to the transistor to get the best grounding you can possibly get. These don't have a lot of ground. Changed all the 1.5s for the biasing. All the biasing seems to be within 2% of each other. But yeah, it's doing pretty good. Audio. Hello. 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 Reflect. Audio. Audio. I know some people go audio, but it shows a little bit lower. And that's just this radio hitting it, and amplifier's off. Just that radio hitting it. Doing pretty good. Everything's running cool. Shit, you can't feel no heat whatsoever in it. Everything, feedbacks are running very well and cool. Runs really good. Really good. That's about all I got to say about it. She's ready to go. I really hadn't figured up the price on this thing yet, and these are backwards as far as that's original radios over here, antennas right there. Classic Texas Star. But I've checked the biasing. The biasing's good on it. Sideband comes on, works. Hold. Everything works on it like it should. I think this is Dominic's amp up in New York. If I ain't mistaken. I got a lot on my mind. But she's ready. She's ready to go. I should have had the video out 4 days ago. I could have had it shipped out. I changed out the I think this one didn't come with I think he took these two transistors out of it because it blew them, I guess. And these had old transistors in it, best of my memory. They was HGs too, but they was real old. 13 something. These are 16 D08s. New 10 ohms. Done what I was supposed to do to it, I guess. Like I said, I think I had some paperwork on it here somewhere, but I got to cleaning up his desk, and you ain't gonna notice it now, cause I've been had a lot of work down here, and got everything out. And I usually clean up before I do a video, but I didn't do it this time. A lot of people you see do videos, they clean up before they do it. Don't let them lie to you. But they got a lot going on too, and it's kind of hard to keep cleaned up all the time when you're doing something. I'm pulling this off the table, and as soon as I go off this, I'm going on to that. So I don't have much room. I pulled this out because the guy texted me. I completely forgot all about it. It was laying down in a box. So I tested it out. He asked me about it, and I do forget all this stuff I got to do. So people stay up with me. I don't have the best of mine. Uh, my memory is about long as my pucker, and that ain't very long. So y'all just keep up with me. Bill number 3 down here in the Carolinas. Good evening, Mr. Trump. I really do miss you. Wish you was back. Say good evening, Mr. Tesla there. But if y'all need me, there I am. You can get me at my email, half-ass. No more Facebook. No more Facebook. They did away with my buddy Trump, so I done away with them. Screw Facebook. I'll go somewhere else. And Trump's getting ready to come out with a social media anyways. We'll see what we can go from there. Y'all have a good day. Be number 3 down in the Carolinas later.